Hi everyone. Today for my flexible use of materials in therapy, I have decided to use a um, garden fresh food playset. It has a knife and this one has just a lot of fruits. Um, I want to work with the same client that I worked with last time for the last activity with the Mr. Potato Head. Again, we're going to continue working on the expressive language and articulation and as well as receptive language. So I think that with this activity, I can get all of that um, in the following ways. So goal number 1, Dominic will improve his expressive language skills by increasing his use of words and phrases independently 70% of the time. First activity, Dominic will name objects and actions when provided a picture and choice of 2 answers. So for the articulation activity, using the Garden Fresh Food Playset, I will ask him to, or I will pull out each fruit. I want him to be able to articulate and name each of them. I want to know that he knows them so that if he doesn't, in the future we could continue working on that. So when he gets them right, I will say, yes, you're right. That is a watermelon, Dominic. How do you eat your watermelon? Do you eat it with the skin on? I'll say something like that. So when he names them, I'll say, yes, watermelon. That is a watermelon. And for data collection on that, he will be scored on the accuracy of the fruit that he labels. Number 2, activity 2, Dominic will request objects using phrases. So I want him to say and express I want. So I want him to say I want, and I want him to point to what he wants. I want knife. So that's how we'll start the game. I want knife. And now he'll get the knife. And then so on until he labels all of them. I want him to point to it. And then I will give him the fruit that he chooses. So I want banana. And I want him to cut it. And you can put it to the side or put it in the basket here. So Dominic will be scored for that one on the amount of times he creates a full phrase. So if he just says points to a strawberry, I won't count that as a full expression. He has to say I want and then the fruit. So for the third activity, which is part of goal number 2, Dominic will follow directions that entail matching, pointing, and retrieving objects and pictures. So Dominic will identify objects by matching or pointing to a picture or object when provided a model and choice of 2 to 3 pictures. So I will cover up the rest and I will say, Dominic, can you give me the red strawberry? Can you give me the red strawberry? Or a point to it. And I want him to give me the red strawberry that he already played with. So they're already separated and cut. I want him to put it back together. And I want him to give it to me. So that I know that he understands that that's what I'm asking for. And so we'll do this whole thing until he gives me all of them. And then we can put them away. So after he gives them to me, okay, say bye, you know, I want strawberry. And then we'll put it back in here. And then put it in the basket, you know. And for that one, I will score him on each time he accurately gives me the correct fruit or object. This is the choice board that I created for this. I don't have, or if we have cards with them, I could also make cards, but I figured one page would be easier. You could just point to each. So this was easy to create too. And those are my 3 activities. I think that just like the Mr. Potato Head, I could get a lot out of this. So we can play around and do so. Oh, do you eat it with the skin? Okay. Do you eat it with the skin? Like, oh no, how do you eat the banana? Do you peel it off? So, I think I could elicit a lot of language out of this activity. So that's all I have for today. Thank you. Have a good day.